everyone, I'm Stephanie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my updated makeup routine. This is going to be more of an everyday look, everyday natural but still kind of glam makeup look. If you guys want a full glam tutorial, I will be doing that in the future. Let's just get into it. While we do our makeup, I'm going to be showing you guys everything I do in depth, plus a little hangout. It's gonna be like a little girl talk. The very first thing to having a good makeup base is to make sure your skin is prepped properly. I just finished dermaplaning and shaving my face. I don't know if I recommend it. I think you should check in with a dermatologist, okay? But that's what I do. I like to just shave my face, but look, as you can see, that comes with consequences, okay? I don't shave my face often. I think I shave my face once every maybe like 4 months. So yes, after I did that, I'm going to be doing my skincare. So you want a just hydrated face before you get started with your makeup, and I'm running out of my serum, which sucks. It's out actually. Let's try this one. It looks like this one's out too. But yeah, I actually never hurt myself when I'm shaving my face, but today I did, which sucks because now it burned, but it's okay. So yeah, honestly, yeah, I would say I don't recommend shaving your face because I don't know, I feel like I could see why it can damage your skin. And I'm being so for real, like I literally barely ever shave my face. I just did it today because I wanted a smoother base, but usually I really don't care about that kind of thing. But I just wanted my base to be smooth today. Guys, this is gonna be a long video, so just settle in, grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, cook or clean, and put the video in the background. But we're just gonna be having a hangout, girl talk about my life, talk about your life, think about your life, I don't know. That was my serum. Now I'm gonna put on a eye cream. I love eye creams. Even if I feel like they don't do much for my eye bags, I just still love them. If anybody knows a good eye cream that actually helps with dark circles and eye bags, please let me know. Well, I feel like mine are more eye bags than dark circles, I think. Now I'm gonna be using a moisturizer. Most of my skincare is Korean skincare, but yeah, I have to restock. It's much more affordable in Korea, which sucks. But I get it, it's far. Dang, and I cut myself here too. Oh my god, guys, I freaking cut my face all over the place. I'm not gonna be shaving my face for like another 5 months. I don't care. I don't care how smooth my base comes out today. I'm still gonna hold off on shaving my face for a good 5 months from this because this hurts. It's not worth it. Okay, and lastly, I put on a lot of sunscreen, okay? I really am not the one that minds if their face looks white or anything. If you do mind, you can get a sunscreen that doesn't leave you looking white, but I really don't care because I'm gonna put makeup on anyways. And even if I wasn't putting on makeup, I honestly really still don't care. I don't know why. I always like to bring down the sunscreen down to my neck. Now my skin is all hydrated and plump. I really regret hurting my face like this. That sucks. So I'm gonna be pinning my hair back. Guess what? Secret surprise. I'm gonna be traveling soon. And by soon, I mean soon. Like in less than a week, I'm gonna be traveling. And I'm super duper excited because I haven't traveled in a really, really long time. I ended up getting COVID-19, so I wasn't able to go. Okay guys, so the first step, I guess, I was gonna say razor or shave your face, but I don't think you should, honestly. I don't think it's worth hurting yourself and possibly hurting your skin. Like I just said, I regret it. So I'm gonna say don't shave your face unless you're getting it done by a professional. So the first step is completed. I prepped my face, I did my skincare, my face is nice and hydrated and moisturized. So that was the first step. Now the second step is my brows. I like to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade medium brown. So I've been using this one for a really long time and it never did me wrong, so I don't switch up on her. I like to just shade it in kind of messily. I just shade in the gaps and just mostly I focus on the middle and ends of my brows. I don't really go to the front much, and if I do, it's like a tiny bit. But yeah, just fill it in messily, and I try to do it even, but honestly I'm gonna go in and clean it up later. So yeah, this is how they look at first, just kind of messy. Next I go in with my e.l.f. brow laminating gel. So this one I've been using for a while now. I like it. It's just good to lay your brows down, and I feel like it lasts pretty well, and it doesn't leave me any white cast or anything. But yeah guys, I'm really excited to go on this trip. I'm so excited to vlog it. I've never done a travel vlog with my camera. Y'all, this brow always gives me trouble. I don't know if you could tell how ugly that looks. It's okay, it will work out. She always pulls through. She just has some problems. This brow always comes out like almost perfect, and then this one comes out literally looking insane. That's why I go in with a Q-tip. Don't judge, you can use my cellar water if you want to. But then I go in and I just literally clean it up and shape it exactly how I want. So I literally just go around my brow and just clean it up. So this part is completely up to you, however you like your brow shape. And then this is how they come out looking. Pretty cute. They don't look too harsh, because I've been through that in the past where like I try something new and then my eyebrows just end up coming out too aggressive, and I don't really like that look on myself. And then I just like to brush the front out a little bit. I used to carve them out a little bit. I tried that a couple times, but honestly I don't really do that no more. Next in my routine, I go in with e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Normally I go in with the blue one. As you can see, it's like all used up, but for the sake of this video, because I want to be cutesy, I'm gonna use the pink one. I don't think I've ever used this one before. I don't know if the formula is different. Oh yeah, it says it has niacinamide and also a tiny bit extra under my chin, because we're gonna be putting makeup there too. Next, after primer, I'm gonna go in with foundation. So let me show you guys the two foundations that I use. If I'm feeling bougie or I have somewhere important or fancy to go, I will use the House Labs foundation 300 medium neutral. I think that's the shade. And then if I'm just going for a more everyday look and I don't want to use a super expensive foundation just when I'm not really going anywhere that day, I'll go in with the Maybelline 30 Hour Super Stay foundation. I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm gonna go in with this one. This one is a little bit light for my face. You'll see once I put it on. And then the House Labs is like a perfect shade match for me. But like I said, I only use this one when I'm going somewhere, I guess, more important. Or I don't know, if I'm feeling more full glam. This is more everyday. This is more full glam for me. So lately I have been using a sponge to blend in my makeup. Sometimes I get it wet, but I'm not going to right now. So I'll just put some foundation on the sponge. I have noticed that with a brush, I do get better coverage and it doesn't soak up the product as much as the sponge does. But I don't know, for some reason I've just been liking it lately. So that's what I'm gonna show you guys. I just put it everywhere and then get to blending. If I get finished blending and I feel like it's not as full coverage as I want it to be, I just do the same thing over, but I put on a little bit more on top. Alright guys, now I am all done blending in my foundation. Next, I'm gonna go in with my cream contour. So for my cream contour, I use the Laura Geller Multitasking Eye Lip Cheek palette. This is what she looks like. It's really old. I've been using this for many years. I've been using this one, and as you could tell, the middle one is the most used. So I literally just use my finger to apply it, and I put it right like on my cheek. I put it on my forehead. When this one officially runs out, because I'm waiting for it to run out, when it runs out, I think I'm going to get the House Labs either bronzer stick or the little foundation stick, one of them, and just use it as my contour, because I want a cream stick after this, because I might repurchase it, but I don't know. I think I just want a better shade. Another one I use sometimes is this e.l.f. bronzer and contour. This one is pretty nice as well, but I just feel like I like this shade better. So yeah, but I'll use a little bit. I'll use a little bit when this one blends out. I go in with this brush. I don't know if this is a Morphe brush, but it has an M on it and it's L100. That's what it looks like. And I just blend it in like this. I used to use this for my foundation and I really like how it works with my foundation as well. The reason I kind of stopped using it for my foundation is because I use this brush for my contour and for my cream contour and for my cream blush, so it was just like too many things on it, and then I would have to like wash it more consistently, more frequently, because I was using so many different like steps with it. That is pretty good for me, but I'm gonna put in a little bit of this e.l.f. one because like I said, it's good. I just don't love the shade, but it's still really good. I'm gonna do like that much and blend it just the same exact way as you saw me blend the cream contour. Alright guys, so I blended it just the exact same way as you guys saw me blend the other one. And I like the shade mixture. I like the shade mixture between the two. That's actually the first time I mixed them and it's pretty. So the next thing I like to do is go in with my cream blush. I use the one from Milk Makeup and this is what it looks like. It's in the shade Work. I think, yeah, it's in the shade Work. And like I said, I use this brush for multi-purpose. So I just literally go on one side of the brush like this and I put it on one side of it like that. And then I go in on top of the contour placement. I put it above the contour placement. And I do the same for the other side. I feel like it's easy to get blush blindness, and I feel like that happens to me sometimes, but it still looks cute. Okay guys, so after I do my cream blush, I feel like it starts looking better already. After that, I go in with my concealer. I only use one concealer and this is my favorite one that I've ever tried. This is the Hourglass concealer in the shade Beach. There's a lot of banter on it. I don't know, like a lot of opinions on it. I personally really like it. I feel like it works really good for me. I place it right underneath my eye bags. I have like a little dark spot on the outside of my eye, so I place it there. Oh, that was a little bit too much. And then I place them on my forehead, by my nose, my chin, right here a little bit. So those are all the places that I put on concealer. And then I grabbed this Morphe brush, angled concealer brush, S102. This is what it looks like. And I just start blending immediately. I know a lot of people let it sit. I let the under eye one sit for a bit, but beside that, I don't really let it sit. Okay, so we're gonna switch up the plan. We're gonna go in with this one. It's ML103. I don't know if it's Morphe, but it is also an angle brush. It's just a bit smaller. And I'm gonna go with this one instead because the other one is feeling rough right now and I don't know why. And I don't want to ruin my makeup. I just blend it all over. Like I said, the under eye one is the one I let sit out a little bit the longest. I feel like with concealer, if you want it to stay, you should drag it less. Like sometimes I drag it like down here, but my under eye, I just strictly stick to tapping, and I feel like that makes it really full coverage, as you can really tell. And I drag it all the way up to my temples. And I don't leave the line super harsh unless I'm doing an eyeshadow look. So I do like the sharp line, but I blend it out a little bit, so it's not super sharp, if you could see the difference there. Okay, you guys, so as soon as I'm almost done blending out my concealer, I like to conceal my lids a little bit. So like the leftover concealer that's like in my inner corner and it's kind of like built up, I drag it onto my eyelid and I just blend it out up there. Like basically any leftover concealer that's just like sitting there, I just drag it on top of my eyelid. Alright guys, I'm all done. So the next thing I like to do after blending out all of my cream products is my powder products last. I like to go in with the Fit Me Maybelline pressed powder, the matte poreless powder in shade 128. Before I put this on, I go in because like this is how I kind of avoid creasing. If you could tell, it's already creasing. So what I do, go in with the powder puff, I tap the pressed powder, get it on the powder puff. As I go at an angle, I look up, I blend it out again, make sure there's no crease. And then when I make sure there's no crease, I go in and I put on the powder. And then I put more. And I only put the powder on the part where I blended out my concealer. I'm not gonna put the powder where I put my cream contour or my cream blush. Only in the under eye area. And then that one is literally looking like a filter. So I'm gonna do the same for the other eye. Get the Fit Me powder onto the powder puff. Make sure there's no crease at all. Take the powder puff and set the under eye. Okay, there we go. Then I also like to put the Fit Me powder on my other areas where I concealed. So around my nose, on the sides of my nose, I like to do that as well. On my mustache area, my chin, and at the center of my forehead. Okay guys, so like I said, I just go over with the Fit Me powder everywhere that you saw me put the concealer. So by my jawline. So now that I am looking really pale, a little bit too pale, I'm gonna go in with my powder bronzer. So the bronzer that I use is the Hoola bronzer. I feel like a lot of people use this one and it's really popular. I go in with my Morphe brush. It's an angled brush. It says angled foundation brush. So I guess it's a foundation brush, but I use it for my bronzer. I just tap it like twice. And then I tap it into my skin. For my cheeks, I just tap it one time and then apply it like this. The same way I do on my forehead. I literally just tap it in. For my nose contour, I use an eyeshadow brush that I purchased at Target. I have to make a voiceover. That's okay, but I grab some on my brush. I put it underneath my nose. And then for the bridge of my nose and like, I guess like the tip of my nose, I kind of create a U shape on top of my nose. So I can create like a button nose lifted effect. So I make a U, as you can see, and then I drag it up my bridge in like a straight line. Then since I don't want to do like a full glam look with eyeshadow, I don't want to leave my eyelids completely pale, so I drag the bronzer into my eyelids. Not like the bottom of my eyelid, like right on top of it, but like kind of like in my brow bone area. So yeah, y'all, like I said, I just blend the nose contour like this. I'm just gonna show you in like a shape form. So I do it here, then I do like a U shape like this, like that. And then I go up, and then into my brow bone. So that's how I blend my nose contour. I go like that. Then I do a U shape, and then I go up and blend it out. Like I just used the bronzer as eyeshadow. Now we're gonna do blush. Guys, I'm getting frustrated because I wanted this makeup routine to be like all aesthetic and nice and cute. But I live in a Hispanic household where they don't shut up and they have to yell about everything. So I'm sorry if you hear that in the background, okay? Like, I'm just being honest, I'm just being real, so like, yeah. For my blush, I use the MAC blush, and I use this Morphe slanted sculpting brush, and this is shade Like Me Love Me. Use like the top part of it. As you could literally see, like this part is gray, it's untouched. I use like the top part and I just go like this. And then I used to put it on the apples of my cheeks because I feel like that looks cute, but I just started putting it like up here. And then I get like a tiny bit, literally like that, and I just put it like at the tip of my nose just to make it like a little pink, but not too much. And then I get all the excess blush off, and then I blend it in. See, this doesn't. I normally don't do this because my lips normally don't get powdered up or anything. Like, I don't know. Okay, my favorite part that I feel like changes the entire look. So this is how my base is looking. It's really cute. Well, let's get through this makeup tutorial because I'm freaking getting impatient with my family right now. They just keep on interrupting me, being loud. I'm sorry about that. So this is how I like to curl my lashes. I like to do the very root of my lash and grab all of them by the root and curl them. Like by harsh, I mean just like do like this, like at the very root. And then that makes them stick straight up. And then I like to do like the middle of it to the middle. And then when I make them curly, now they're in like an L shape, and then I'm gonna go back to the root and curl them again. If you could tell, now they're like nice and crimped up, and then from the side, that's how they look. These are the two mascaras I use. I go in with the Lash Sensational Maybelline first, and then I go in with the Princess Lash second. So this is how I kind of do my lashes. I just go like this. I don't really have a specific way I apply my mascara. I just kind of do it all over and try to keep my eyelashes from clumping up. So this one I've been using for a really long time, the Lash Sensational Maybelline mascara, and I really love it. I feel like it's great. It doesn't clump up, it adds volume, makes your eyelashes look super cute and nice and long. And then this one, it adds length, but this one does clump up, so you have to be careful with it and how much you use of it. Okay, so that is my lash routine. I feel like they look really good. Guys, I'm really sorry for my little attitude, okay? It's just my family got me up here. Before my lips, I usually do different combos. I like ColourPop lip liners though. I like the ColourPop BFF3 and I like the ColourPop BFF2. The BFF3 is more of a brown one and I like to use it to kind of overline a little bit. And then I go in with my BFF2. This is my favorite shade. And I kind of put them on top of each other. If I'm feeling extra, sometimes I don't do this, but if I'm feeling extra, I'll go in with the Wet n Wild in the shade Never Nude. And I just put it in the center. Like that. And it does look cute matte, but I always add lip gloss. This is my favorite one. LA Colors High Shine Shea Butter. I get this literally from, I think, Family Dollar, and it's so good. And then lastly, I like this Revolution highlighter in shade Highlighter Reloaded, I think. Raise the Bar, I think that's what it's called. This is what it looks like. And I literally just like to put it on my nose. Like this. And then I blend it so it's not super harsh. And the last thing I like to do, which is the last step, is use the setting spray Urban Decay All Nighter, and I just spray it. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching my updated makeup routine. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video and comment down below. Turn your post notifications on and comment if you did so I could give you a post notification shout out. I will see you in my next video. God bless you and peace.